Initiating moisture.
Welcome to the Moist Meter. Today we're looking at the new Happy Death Day. It's not as good as the first one. I don't mean to come out of here, hitting you with the naked man, giving you the goods right away. I'm not trying to come out here guns blazing, but I am disappointed with the movie, and you should know it's not as good as the first one. It's really not. I really liked the first one, caught me by surprise. I expected it to be shitty, turned out to be really good. This one, it's not. It goes in a completely different direction. The first one was more about a self-aware pseudo-horror slasher movie that was just kind of emotional and fun. This one is entirely nothing to do with anything horror or slasher related and is more about science romantic comedy. And that's a huge step down in my opinion, but it's not like they do a bad job with it. In fact, Jessica Rothe really fucking carries this movie. She's absolutely fantastic here. She sells so well the emotional moments in this movie as well as just the fun. I really enjoyed her character. I think she does a great job. So it doesn't miss. It does the comedy well, it does the emotion well, albeit for a few, cringy shit show steps here. But overall, they do a pretty decent job. It's not that much fun to watch in this scenario where the main focus is this romance and then science. To sum up the plot, she gets stuck in another time loop and she wants to get back to another dimension because she's accidentally transferred dimensions. She used to exist in the Berenstain Bears, now she's in the Berenstain Bears and wants to get the fuck out. And then she has to go about getting out of there. And it's mainly about her learning these algorithms and telling these people how to get her back. It's really just a lot of science that, if you start picking apart the plot, it makes no fucking sense at all. But it's not that big of a deal because you have to suspend your disbelief for a movie like this anyway. But what the first one had that this doesn't is that ambiguity of who is the killer? She's being hunted. Who's doing this? Why? And this doesn't have that. It just says, oh, there's a killer here that sometimes kills her, but 9 out of 10 times in this movie, she just kills herself. Albeit she does it in creative and entertaining ways because it's self-aware shit, like she goes skydiving in a bikini and then just fucking explodes on the ground in front of her bitchy sorority friend. So, there are entertaining moments in it. Like I said, it does the comedy well, and there's a lot of emotional moments that it does really well too that I can't touch on without spoiling it, but it's just kind of a letdown to not have any of the first one's fun little slasher mystery guessing shit. Anytime they do attempt to do that in this movie, it's really poorly done. Like the most generic horror movie slasher shit you could imagine going on. She's in a room with baby masks everywhere, and then you think she's about to find him at the end of the baby mask hallway, and then all of a sudden he's not there. And it turns out he was actually right next to her in one of the baby masks. It's like boring. It's super fucking boring, and it's a letdown there. But like I said, Jessica Rothe carries the shit out of this movie. It is a really decent movie entirely because of Jessica Rothe. I wouldn't consider this a bad movie. I wouldn't. It does romance, it does comedy well, but it just is a lot worse than the first one. And there's a ton of plot holes here that I don't think anyone's going to really care about going into a movie like this. But if you've seen the first one and you like the first one, I can't imagine you'll like the direction it takes here. But anyway, let's plug this shit into the Moist Meter. I'm giving Happy Death Day to You a 50%. It's a fun little rom-com for Valentine's Day, I guess. If you're trying to get a little over-the-pants hand job in the movie theater, I guess it could serve that purpose. But otherwise, if you're a fan of the first one, you're not going to walk away from this one as excited or happy about seeing this. And that's a shame because I thought the first one was creative. This one's just, I don't know, it's kind of just a misguided. That's it. See ya.